Hello and welcome to a new week. Here we are, Angel Cards, Goddess Cards for the week of May 23rd to 29th. Welcome to today's live stream. We'll be talking about the energies for the week ahead, pulling the angel cards for the week, and also your personal angel cards for the week ahead. I'm Robin Hessinger, psychic medium and metaphysical mentor, and welcome to this week's live stream. Here we are. So, more intense energies. We had the eclipse, we had the full moon. We're still continuing with these really intense energies. And if you've been tired, if you felt like you needed more rest, more downtime, perfectly normal. We're all experiencing that right now. So really important to honor where you're at, how you're feeling, your energy levels, and really taking the time to, I'm hearing, rest, rejuvenate, and replenish. Also, you might notice in the next couple of days this kind of like power surge of energy. Great opportunity to take advantage of that and not to take any big actions, but to start to dream, envision, imagine, maybe start to take some notes, do some channeling, do some downloading, to start to, I'm hearing there's going to be some big ideas coming through, so utilize the energy that's coming through to capture those big ideas. And you're not going to necessarily want to take action on them right away, but in the next couple, I'm hearing, in the next couple weeks or so, these ideas are going to become more into formation, and you're going to have the energy, enthusiasm, and motivation to take action on them, which is super cool. But okay, let's go with the cards for this week. And if you're just joining, welcome. We have angel cards for the week ahead, angel goddess cards, as well as the energy forecast, as well as personal cards. And let me just refresh the page so I can see any comments. Please say hello. Welcome. Yay, here we are. Okay. Just making sure, yeah. All right, super. Yay! Henrietta, you made it. Yay! All right, and you'll get your personal card for this week too. And Shane, hello, welcome. Hi, Heather. Yay! Thanks for joining. Oh, the energy just got even brighter. Thank you guys. Awesome. Okay, so we're hearing 3 cards for the week ahead. Then your personal pick a card, and then if you're on the live stream and you're saying hello, then I'll be pulling a card for you as well, or the angels will be helping. The angels will be leading us to your message for the week. So, first 3 cards for the week ahead for the energy. If you're watching this live or watching the replay, this is pertinent and applies to you. Angel of New Life. An exciting new chapter in your life is about to unfold. And I'm really feeling this now with the energies that are coming in now. We had a really big release with the most recent eclipse, and also all these new energies coming in, these new divine light codes, these new energies. And we've talked about this a bit the past 2 or 3 Mondays, but these new energies coming in to help us to raise our vibration, to help us to be in a higher state of beingness. And you could call it the ascension energy, the 5D, or the 5D and beyond, the 7D. These energies and these light codes that are coming in to really assist us in going, I'm hearing, above and beyond, or being in a higher vibrational state like we've never even been in before, which is really super cool. It also means, and I know as a Taurus who resists change, it also means releasing some things that aren't serving us anymore, be it thoughts, behaviors, beliefs, patterns, situations, circumstances, relationships, ways of doing things, and especially ways of being. So we have a lot of opportunities in the coming days. It's not even like reforming ourselves. It's like creating anew, right? Manifesting new things, creating new things, new ways of being. We've been talking about this for a couple years with everything that's been going on in the world, that it's leading us, encouraging us to new ways of being. So this card is a perfect example of that. Angel of new life, an exciting new chapter in your life is about to unfold. Ah! I just see a bunch of angels cheering right now. Okay, the next card for this week, for anyone watching live or the replay, Angel of guidance, a renewed sense of direction and purpose will soon manifest. And I love how this ties in with the first card around Angel of new life, right? So if you've been feeling, especially I'm hearing, if you've been feeling lost lately, lost, floating adrift, that sensation, those emotions, that period of a time is wrapping up, right? So you're going to have more clarity, more direction, more insights, downloads, information, signs, synchronicities about your purpose, about what you're being called to, how you're being called to be. And that also ties in with the energies that are coming in, the light codes, these high vibration energies, to help with the next piece of your journey, the next part of your journey, which for many of us is going to be really, really big and really exciting. So stay tuned for more. Angel of guidance is the second card. A renewed sense of direction and purpose will soon manifest. Okay, and the third, excuse me, third card for the week ahead is Angel of space clearing. It's time to clear out old negative thoughts and feelings. Oh, and I'm hearing take a breath on this one. And I'm seeing the angels coming in. Well, they've been here, right? They are here, but coming in to assist with clearing especially throat chakra, which is about speaking your truth, communicating authentically, communicating the true you, the real you, communicating from your heart, your soul, your intuition, your higher self, your full authentic beingness. And that also means, tying in with this, releasing any thoughts, beliefs, also patterns or behaviors that don't serve you anymore, that are keeping you small or stuck or limited. And a lot of these came from, I'm hearing, childhood wounding and past life wounding, right? And this is a perfect opportunity, again, with these beautiful light codes coming in that are helping us to raise our vibrations, to shift any negative thoughts or beliefs about ourselves, especially anything that we picked up in childhood, because it's not who we truly are. It may have been what we were taught or what we were told or what we experienced. And it's an opportunity now to shift that, release that, heal that, transmute that, and let that go. Like, done with it, done with it, done with it. And I just see you like taking a stand, right? Taking a stand and just being, no, I'm done with this. It's over, it's done. And I'm inviting in new energies, new self-supporting, self-sustaining, self-celebrating. Ooh, I like that. Self-celebrating thoughts and beliefs about yourself, about your gifts, about your abilities, about your purpose, about your life, about who you truly are. Self-celebrating. Oh, okay, I think we're gonna hear more about that. All right, so those are your three cards for the week ahead. And, okay, let me just check the hello, and welcome. All right, so 4 personal cards for the week. So tune in this moment, which card calls to you, 1, 2, 3, or 4. That's an additional message for you this week. And then I'll also be doing the personal cards for anyone who's joining us live. So tuning in 1, 2, 3, or 4, which card calls to you? If your card is number 1, Goddess of Sacred Power. Ooh, nice. You're being encouraged to take a leading role in your current situation. Many of you that are tuning into this are natural light leaders. You are light workers, and you are being called to lead in your family, in your neighborhood, in your community, in your tribe, with your clients, with your students, and even if you're not 100% clear on what your purpose is, more of it's going to be revealed soon. Either way, whether you know exactly what your purpose is or whether you're still tuning into it, remembering it, figuring it out, receiving it, know that you are being asked, you're being called to stand in your power, to embrace your power, and to be fully in your power. Okay, and shuffling, and card number 2. If you feel drawn to card number 2 for the week ahead, your message is Angel of Healing. The angels have felt your sadness or your discomfort or are aware of the challenges that you've been experiencing, and they are here to provide healing and unconditional love and support. And as always, they're here for support and guidance and unconditional love, but especially if you were drawn to card number 2 this week, the angels are supporting you, especially if you're experiencing any sadness or grief. And that can be grief or sadness about others or even about yourself, right? So, I'm just seeing and feeling this amazing embrace, this amazing divine etheric hug, and this tribe of angels wrapping their arms around you. Really, really beautiful. Just card number 2. All right, and if you feel drawn to card number 3 for the week ahead, Angel of Vision. Oh, this is a powerful one. Trust your intuition, trust your gut feeling, trust your heart, trust your spidey senses, trust your intuition, trust the messages from your angels. Someone is not revealing part of the story. Trust your feelings over what others say. Especially as light workers, light people, light workers, empaths, healers, we have a tendency to attract or interact those that are dealing with their personal wounds, sometimes narcissists, anyways, the angels don't want me to focus on that. What they want to say is tune into your intuition. Trust your spidey senses over what anyone else is telling you or showing you, because you know whether it's true, real, or not. All right, and card number 4, if you felt called to card number 4 for the week ahead. Oh, and they're having me shuffle again. Okay. Card number 4, Angel of Manifestation. Yay! Your efforts, determination, and perseverance have paid off. Your manifestations are on the way. And this can be in the form of money, creativity, ideas, more time, new projects, new relationships, new opportunities. I'm also seeing, for those of you that have been looking for a new house or a new place to live, that this is going to appear very soon. So those of you that have been looking for a new house, a new place to live, or a new community, they're very, very close. All right, so pay attention to the signs, synchronicities, and the information you're receiving this week, because this is part of the manifesting process. Okay, awesome. So if you would like a personal card for you for the week ahead from our Angels, Gods, and Goddesses card, please leave a comment below. And okay, we're gonna start with, where are we starting, angels? Shane. They wanted me to sing that. Shane. All right, Shane, this card is for you for the week ahead. Angel of Families. Beautiful card. The angels surround you, the angels surround both you and your family at the moment. So just know, I'm hearing if you've been concerned about any family members, the angels are supporting you and your family members. If you are considering making any changes, or if you have a family member that's making changes, you're being supported, your family's being supported, your family is loved, safe, protected, and surrounded by a very large team of angels. So, beautiful card. Okay, see. Heather. We're singing this week. So there's something I'm hearing. There's something about sound, harmony, melody, music that really speaks to our soul and our beingness, that helps to raise our vibrations. So pay attention to what you're listening to this week and tune into or listen to some really elevated music is what I'm hearing. Okay, and we're shuffle again, and so this is for Heather. Sorry to make you wait, Heather. That was just coming through about singing. Okay, Goddess of Compassion. Self-criticism is diminishing your sense of worth. So see if this resonates with you. I'm just hearing you are so much more than you're currently seeing. So the angels are encouraging you to embrace yourself, they said this earlier about self-celebrating, to celebrate your worthiness, your value, what you have already contributed in this lifetime, what you're contributing now, and what you're going to be contributing in the future. And to really honor, value, love, and respect yourself. And I'm hearing, and then to expect that from anyone else and everyone else. So this is an additional message that's coming through, is to not lower your standards for anyone else. Keep your standards high, higher, highest, despite anyone else around you or anyone else that wants your time or energy. So hopefully that makes sense and resonates. All right, we're gonna do a shuffle, and okay, card for Roxanne. Here we are. Oh, okay, now I did shuffle, so but just know as well that when we come together like this, when we connect, that we often have similar themes going on, or mirroring themes, similar energy, and so often similar messages will come through, or the same card will pop up again. And so, Angel of Families. And so, Roxanne, I see this both for you, your family, immediate and extended family, your children, as well as the families that you're going to be helping, the children you're going to be helping, and the families of children that you're going to be helping. So hopefully that makes sense. But again, you and your family are surrounded by angels. You're safe, you're loved, you're protected, and you're being watched over. Beautiful. All right, just checking to see if, all right, I think we have the cards for the week. Let me just see if there's anything else about the current energies, and if you have any questions about the current energies, or if the cards resonate, or if you have any questions at all, go ahead and pop them in the comments. I'll stay on for a couple more minutes while we just see if any questions come through, because it's definitely been an energetically wonky time. And I know, especially for me over the weekend, it was just, it's super hot here and super humid, which also slows things down. But I really felt the need to rest recently and rejuvenate. And I'm feeling like we're going to have more energy the next couple days, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then we'll go into more like a restorative period again, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then Sunday, Monday, we start, depending on whether you count Sunday or Monday as a start to the new week, we start like a new energetic pattern, which gives us a bit more energy. So, Henrietta, yes, absolutely, a card. Okay. Let's see, they're having me shuffle a little bit more. They're having me pull this left-handed. Okay. Angel of Addiction Healing. This is a time of positive transformation and healing. And, you know, sometimes when we think of addiction, we think, okay, drugs or alcohol or, I don't know, TV, sex, shopping, internet. But they're saying this can be about, I'm hearing it's more about archetypal patterns. Interesting. Archetypal patterns or family patterns or family history, and like you're breaking out of a mold, right? And it's about, again, one of the things they've talked about, new ways of being. And this can also be because one of the cards for this week was about clearing negative thoughts and beliefs. And so what I feel, what the angels are showing me, is this is like almost like they're saying, like releasing an addiction to self-criticism. And let me know if that makes sense. Let me know if that resonates. Because again, you know, we think of addiction around specific issues or substances, but it can be anything that is like a pattern or habit, or kind of helps us cope with life to feel more safe or secure. And so for you, I just see you breaking out of this mold and really starting to love and honor yourself, and breaking out of any of that patterning or conditioning that's family or archetype or lineage based, which we're also, a lot of us are breaking free from family patterns and archetype stuff and lineage. Yeah, Roxanne says, I feel extra tired, distracted, and needing focus. It's been challenging to focus on anything at all lately, so you're definitely not the only one. And that's where the rest and restoring comes in. So rest, getting a massage, giving yourself Reiki or energy healing, receiving Reiki or energy healing, laying in a hammock, taking a nap, sitting outside and simply being. Any kind of restorative, resting and restorative, I would say actions, but anything that's resting or restorative is going to help to regain focus, because there is, I mean, there's been chaos in the world for a while, but there is this fiery energy, this chaotic energy, and for those that focus on us and on say Australia, for those that focus on astrological happenings, there's Mercury in retrograde, there's all sorts of planets doing all sorts of things, but I'm not the astrologer, I'm the angel communicator. So I know there's a whole bunch of stuff going on though. And the angels are showing me there's a lot of chaos and a lot of energetic tug of wars going on, which again leads us to feeling depleted, distracted, unfocused. It's really honoring where you're at, being patient with yourself, loving and gentle, and knowing the focus is going to come back in. The distractions are not going to subside, but the noise of the distractions is going to subside. And as we rest and rejuvenate, then we have more energy to then refocus, and focusing on one thing and not 5 or 10 or 20 different things at a time, right? So yeah, staying in quiet zones. Awesome. Okay, thank you all so much for tuning in. And if you're watching the replay later and you want a card, post the comments below, and I will pull as many cards as I can for the replay comments. So wishing you a beautiful rest of your day, a beautiful week. And so on Wednesday we're going to be doing angel blessings. If you're a newsletter subscriber, you'll get an email about it tomorrow, and then I'll also post something on the Facebook page. It's going to be on Wednesday, and I'll post the time probably around 11 a.m. Pacific. And these are angel blessings, so blessing cards and blessings, and when you tune in live, you'll receive your personal blessing and blessing card, which is super cool. All right, so thank you so much for joining me. Wishing you a beautiful week, lots of love, angel blessings, and hasta luego. Ciao for now.